The title of this video may seem peculiar or even heretical, but it's not. Reading the Bible out of habit is equivalent to not reading at all. It is crucial to understand that the Bible does not conform to my pains. On the contrary, it seeks to heal them. The Bible is like a scalpel, as it is written in Hebrews 4:12. For the Word of God is living and effective and sharper than any double-edged sword, penetrating as far as the separation of soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It is able to judge the thoughts and intentions of the heart. The Pharisees were knowledgeable about the law and the scriptures like no one else, but their actions did not correspond to what they knew. In Matthew 23:1-3, Jesus says, "Do what they say, for they know the scriptures very well, but don't do what they do." Meaning they spoke much but acted little. In Matthew 7:26, he emphasizes, "And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not act on them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand." This reminds me of a news report that showed an 89-year-old lady who had read the entire Bible 289 times but still followed strange gods without any relationship with the Lord of Lords. Today, in the age of technology, we remain connected on Instagram, watching stories, Reels videos, viewing photos and stories of people we know only virtually. There comes a point where it seems that person is part of our family because we have so much information about them that, often, we are surprised. However, knowing about a person does not mean we have a relationship with them, just as knowing a place does not imply that we have been there. James 1:22-25 warns against the illusion of merely hearing the word without practicing it. Consistency is crucial. One who only hears and does not act is compared to someone who looks at themselves in the mirror and then forgets their own appearance. Those who give due attention to God's message, live it out, and stand firm in it, experience true freedom and will be blessed by God. In biblical times, mirrors were polished bronze plates, reflecting the image imprecisely. When reading the Bible, it is crucial to have the intention of bringing about changes in life. Taking responsibility for oneself and the Lord to faithfully apply it to life. It is pointless to read the Bible and continue acting according to one's own desires. Reading the Bible should result in a change of course, as conversion implies changing direction. 2 Chronicles 7:13-15 presents a divine promise emphasizing the importance of humility, prayer, seeking God's face, and the conversion of the people from their wicked ways. God declares that if He shuts the heavens, sends plagues or disasters, and His people humble themselves, pray, seek His face, and turn from their ways, He will hear, forgive sins, and heal the land. This highlights the reciprocity between divine action and human response. However, it is crucial to address how scriptures are used. Often, people may quote verses out of context, as in the experience you mentioned, to harm rather than build up. Using the Bible as a weapon to accuse without considering one's own need for correction and humility is counterproductive. True understanding of scriptures should lead us to an awareness of our own flaws, sins, and fears, rather than using them as an instrument of accusation. Looking at David's life, we see an example of faith and trust in God. Amidst adversities, he relied on the Lord, acknowledging His constant presence and experiencing the wonders of His power. Like David, we should seek God in our difficult moments, trusting that He is our support and help in all circumstances. God is with us, offering comfort and assistance at all times. Faced with current difficulties, such as the pandemic, wars, and other disasters, it is common to experience fear and helplessness. However, if we truly believe in God's words, we can follow David's example, sharing our difficulties with Him and seeking His help and guidance sincerely. God will guide us in all things, providing us with faith and strength to face various adversities. Trusting in God's words allows us to confront difficulties with the certainty that He will lead and strengthen us every step of the way. Understanding the Scriptures reveals that as we sincerely look to God, our spirit is strengthened, providing us a path for practice. God promises to guide each of our steps and reveal His word at all times and in all places, regardless of adverse circumstances. Just as God's words express, "It is very simple now. Look at me with your heart, and immediately your spirit will become strong. You will have a path for practice, and I will guide every step of yours." This promise ensures that by keeping our gaze fixed on God, we can navigate the path ahead without losing direction.